Attention. Attention.
Alright, Booker, just stay calm.
5,000 feet. 10,000 feet. 15,000 feet. Hallelujah.
Wow. That's the first word that comes to mind when we think of BioShock Infinite. What Ken Levine and Irrational Games has done is bring the series full circle with a story that's meaningful, emotional, and surprising. It's everything good about BioShock rolled into one game. There's so much love and care put into Infinite that you'll get lost in its world, characters, and storyline. The story of BioShock Infinite is full of mystery. You play as Booker DeWitt, a former Pinkerton agent and U.S. cavalry member that has a past he has to atone for. To clear his debt, he has to travel to Columbia to get Elizabeth, a girl with special powers, locked in a tower and guarded by a giant mechanical bird. The story's so much more than that, though. Add class discrepancy, racial tensions, and strong religious themes, and you have an instant classic. The weakest part of the game is the visuals. They aren't bad. They're the weakest link in a very strong chain. Characters have that same look and feel that you've come to know from previous BioShock games, but the Xbox 360 is certainly showing its age here. The flying city of Columbia is a marvel in design. With the first steps into its 1912 America streets, we finally get to see the world Ken Levine has been building. It feels like Main Street at the Magic Kingdom in Disney World. You know, if the Magic Kingdom was full of murder and cult-like religion and racism. Watching the sunlight come in over the clouds and illuminate the streets of Columbia, which absolutely bleeds American exceptionalism, is truly a sight to behold. Make no mistake, though, what creepiness and atmosphere it lacks compared to the first BioShock, Infinite is equally creepy in its message and tones. The combat in Infinite retains a lot of the elements from BioShock, but it's faster and more action-focused. Combat feels like organized chaos, especially against the handyman enemies, hulking steampunk-style androids with massive power. Vigors are the equivalent of plasmids. While they're generally offensive-based, they can be laid down as traps to add some strategy into how you approach a fight. Booker also has a small arsenal at his disposal, starting modestly with machine guns and pistols, and evolving to more impressive firepower. Of course, upgrades can be bought for all of the weapons and vigors. New to BioShock is the Skyhook. Not only does this let you travel by the intricate rail system in Columbia, but it makes for some awesome executions and melee attacks. Booker also gets equipment like boots, hats, and vests that add additional damage effects. You can change what you have equipped in your head, legs, chest, and boot slots whenever you please, but finding the equipment takes some looking around. Once Booker meets Elizabeth, combat changes for the better. You don't have to babysit Elizabeth. She'll follow you around and fend for herself. The AI on her makes her one of the better computer-controlled companions in any game to date. She helps you in combat by periodically throwing you health packs, salt, which power vigors, and ammunition. She also finds money for you and tosses it to you with deadly accuracy. How she really changes combat is by manipulating the environment. Elizabeth can open tears, bringing forth turrets to help you, weapons and ammo, and peaks to grapple onto with your Skyhook. It adds a lot more strategy to what's pretty much straightforward combat. We can't find any true faults with this game. From the beginning, it's a captivating ride that you don't want to end. Even when it does, you'll want to start a harder playthrough immediately. You'll get just that with 1999 mode. The game's villain isn't quite Andrew Ryan, but Ryan wouldn't fit into Columbia's story. And ultimately, it's the story that shapes the gaming experience of Infinite. Because it's totally awesome, beautiful, and it made me cry, we're giving BioShock a 10. For more video game reviews, news, tips, tricks, as well as the full BioShock Infinite review, go to GameZone.com. Thanks for watching.